Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, you folks, I'm playing a video series videos I do for the wine. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this is the last one that I'm intending to do right here and now. But we'll get to that. Format of the show, super duper simple. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try some stuff out. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to use descriptive words and phrases and things. There might be an analogy in there every now and again, adjectives, pronouns and stuff. It's going to be a whole thing, folks. A whole thing. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing a cool shirt. Folks, when I wear cool shirts, I like to highlight the cool shirt. What cool shirt am I wearing despite the sun partly obscuring it? Boom, it's my Static X shirt from their tour that they were on last year with Powerman 5000, Rob Zombie, and Mudvayne. Excellent show. Excellent show. It was like the first big show that I'd been to in a really long time. Mostly I do smaller stuff, like mid to small level bands are more my jam, but I love Static X. They've been doing their thing since the 90s. Broke out with the song Push It. Then you had I'm With Stupid, Bled for Day. Really, the whole first album, Wisconsin Death Trip, is phenomenal. They knocked it out of the park with that first album. Subsequent albums, a little bit more hit or miss, but still some quality stuff. And then, sadly, the lead singer passed away a few years ago. Rest of the band came back together, found that he'd written all kinds of material. There was all this stuff that had been saved for years and years. Decided to put out a new album called Project Regeneration. I really love that album. I really love what the guys have done with the band, carrying on Wayne's legacy. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, it's previous reviews. It's contentious. Some people don't, appreciate it, but I do. Anyway, what am I trying for y'all today, folks? Well, I went to a place called Boom Gambino's, little Italian deli. Tried out a couple sandwiches. Go watch those reviews. I have an entire playlist called Sub for Subs. And I tried out some Boom kettle chips from Great Lakes Potato Chip Co. And now I need something to wash it all down. I did get a Sierra Mist, but I've already reviewed Sierra Mist against the Starry that's replacing it. So what am I doing? Boom! It is... let's try to get a thing. No! It is a Siciliana Limonata di Sicilia Sicily lemon soda. It's a product of Italy, made with Sicilian lemons, no artificial sweeteners, 110 calories, all that good stuff. I did an orange version of this at a different deli that I was at. They had the orange one. This one had the orange one and the yellow, or the lemon one. So let's try it out because I enjoyed the orange one. Only problem with doing reviews in a row is it starts to wear you out a little bit. But hopefully this will revitalize me. It smells very lemony. I like it. I like it a lot. It reminds me of something, but I can't think of what. It's kind of like a lemonade soda. That's the best way I can put it. Because it's really lemony. It's not like a Sprite or something like that. They didn't do lemon lime. They're like, fuck you, just lemons. And I can get down with that. It's all about counterbalance. It reminds me a little bit of lemon juice. But it's got a sweetness to it, and it's got that carbonation. But the lemon is very lemon forward, and it's got that nice tangy lemon flavor. It's got that sour bite. But it's not abrasive, because like I said, it tastes a little bit like a lemon juice, but obviously lemon juice, it's just sour. It's just, as the sourness subsides somewhat, it becomes semi-sweet. And I'm glad that it's semi-sweet. I'm glad that they didn't go full in with it. Because it would have it could have potentially ruined the bite of that lemon. This is really good. Yeah. And the sourness almost becomes a little bit bitter at the end, which normally I wouldn't be a big fan of. I remember the orange did that as well. The thing is, sour and bitter stuff isn't usually my wheelhouse, but if you go over there and have a nice counterbalance to it, because the sweetness is just there enough that it doesn't become abrasively sour or bitter. I really like this a lot. And it kind of makes me annoyed because, like, living in America, as I've been known to do, you know, we have all these great options for things and stuff and everything. But when you try stuff like this, it really does make you appreciate the fact that, you know, the rest of the world, they have their own way of doing things too. And I mean, obviously they do. But, you know, here's something where they're taking something that in a lot of ways is probably seen as being a very American product, which is soda. The, you know, fine folks of Italy, they're taking that, but they're doing their own thing with it. It's a more complex drink. It's a more mature drink. And despite the fact that I love sugary drinks and stuff like that, it makes me lament the fact that we don't have more of this here in the United States. Because with sodas here in the US, you're trying to hit the biggest audience as possible. And, you know, we have 50 different states with significantly different cultures and tastes and things like that. So you're trying to appease everybody, which is really hard to do, but, you know, it means that typically you're going to go the safer route. And like with root beer, that's kind of the same thing. Like, you look at probably the two most commercially available root beers, at least in, you know, my experience. Excuse me. You have A&W and you have Mug, which are fine. They're very sweet. They're very simple. They're doing exactly what they need to do and nothing more. Whereas comparatively, you know, ones like Bargs and Dad's and some of the other ones, they've got more going on. Apparently there's an ambulance going by. They've got more going on, and I personally like that aspect of those. And so I think that's kind of the same thing for me with this. I really appreciate the fact that, you know, it's similar. I mean, you know, I can liken it to certain things that I've had in my life, but I like the fact that it is more distinct, that it is willing to be more bold with its flavor, and I really do appreciate that. Like I said, I wish more American products were willing to push the envelope a little bit. Sad reality is they probably would end up getting crushed in the marketplace, but as like a cool little quiche item, I like this a lot. Now that adds two questions. Number one, would I try it again? Number two, would I recommend it? Number one, yes, I would get this again. I am a big fan of Gambino's. They've wowed me a little bit today. Both of their subs were really good. The chips I had were good, and now this is really good. There's no reason for me to not come back here and make a run of this occasionally, which I fully intend to do. Would I recommend it? Yes, but also no. Because, just like I said, it really depends on what you're going in for. It's not like a typical American soda. There's more complex flavors. It's not something that's, you know, gonna fit for everybody. But for me, I really like it. I think it's refreshing, and I love the lemon flavor. I think it's really good. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of month, stupendous rest of your folks. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly limonata rest of your life, because limonata reminds me of lemonade, and I really like lemonade, and I really like the soda. So if you have a limonata rest of your day, then I'm really going to like the rest of your life, I guess. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity to your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, that's not always the easiest thing to do in the world. You know, I mean, you got good days, you got bad days. It's a whole clusterfuck. Sometimes you have bad months. Sometimes you have bad years. Bad decades, even. It's not a good time. When you can, when possible, take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in your life. Hopefully do better for yourselves and for those around you. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Now, folks, you're not always going to... Let me restart that. My vision was, there was somebody walking by and my brain was like, doot, doot, doot. Do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to try yourself out some A Siciliana, Limonata di Sicilia, Sicily lemon soda, as I've done here today. And maybe you're going to fall in love with it the way that I have. Maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to go to Sicily. Maybe you're going to find this lady. She's got a Vespa. She's drinking a soda. She's just having a badass time. Maybe you're going to find out that, she's still around. Maybe she's got, some lovely children, who are adults now and everything, because this was probably a long time ago. And you're going to go over there. You're going to, meet with them. They're going to be great people. And you're going to have a wonderful time in the great place of Sicily with wonderful soda and excellent food and excellent people and all that stuff. Or conversely, you could do that. You could probably vacation to Sicily. I don't know how easy it would be or how expensive it would be, but I'm sure it'd probably be fun. Bye.